Okay, so now that we've just gone over the enroller tree and the placement tree, let's talk about my holding tank. This is one of the most important tabs you can be using in your back office because it helps you navigate and put people in the tree where you want them to go. So we've logged into the back office. We're going to come over here to my team. Like I said, we've already talked about enroller tree and placement tree, and now we're going to talk about holding tank. Click the holding tank. And as you can see, I have 4 people that have enrolled, or I've had enrolled, they come in on their own, or I've enrolled them and they've put them in. They have them sitting here in your holding tank. So your holding tank has their ID number, their name, and the date here that tells me how long before I actually have to have them placed out and underneath someone. If I don't, they're automatically going to stay in my front line. So the nice part is you have 30 days to actually make the decision, and you have some time to wait on this, you guys. So take your time, make sure you're grouping people that make sense in your replacement tree, like, communities, organizations, teams that work well together. And that way they're constantly supporting people. So you do have time to make that right. The system here is asking now, where do you want Paul Holcomb placed? Well, and it's asking for the ID number. Unless you have all the ID numbers of everybody memorized, you need a way to look that up. And so we've taken care of that for you. If you go to the top of the page, you'll see the word placement tree. And as we discussed in the last training, the placement tree is literally everybody in your tree organization. So this is my test account here. And I want to go to tree view because it's a lot simpler to take a look at. So here you go, and it might be a little smaller, so you can just zoom in a bit. This is my test account. Here's my front line. And as you can see, here's the people that are in my holding tank already. They're automatically already still in my front line and in my holding tank at the same time. You can see that I've already placed a few people here. This will be my second leg right here, second level here. So that's already done. So today I want to move Paul Holcomb, and I want to move Paul Holcomb under Brett Anderson. So I need to get Brett Anderson's ID number. So I just need to click on Brett Anderson. And if you need to zoom in a little bit to take a look at it, and there you can see Brett Anderson's ID number is 964233. So now I know I'm moving Paul Holcomb under Brett. So now I go back to my holding tank, click here, and I go ahead and I put in that number for Paul, or for Brett, 964233. So I'm moving Paul Holcomb under Brett Anderson. Now, just because you put the ID number in, guys, and the name populates, great. You can see the name and you know it's the right person. You must click on the name. And you're going to click on the name here. So Paul Holcomb under Brett Anderson, go ahead and click the word place. Once you do this, it will place it for you. Now, we give you 30 days to make sure it's right, but if you do make a mistake, we can help you. But make sure that you've got that worked out. Go ahead and hit the word place. Perfect. And now he's gone. We're simply going to go back to the holding tank to take a look at it again. Sorry, the placement tree up here. Tree view. And there we go. There he is right there. As you can see, he's moved from over here now, and he's exactly where I asked him to go. And that's how simple it is to start grouping your trees together. It's very simple. We're going to do that one more time. This time I'm going to move Kiana, and I'm going to move her over under Alora. So let's get Alora's ID number. Alora's ID number is going to zoom in a little bit bigger so we can read it. And the ID number is 953061. Perfect. Now that I've grabbed Alora's ID number, going back to my holding tank again, I'm going to click on Kiana, and I want to place her under Alora. So Alora's ID number was 953061. And there, Alora shows up. You must click on the name Alora, click until you see the name populate in that field. And then you simply click place. Ta-da! Again, we're going to check our work, placement tree. We're going to hit tree view. And there we go. Kiana is now moved from my front line over underneath Alora. And that's how simple it is, you guys, to manipulate and use your holding tank to get your commission organization the way you want it to be. Again, we're available to help if you have any questions. Down here in this corner, you'll always notice if you need any help, you can chat our customer support from 7 to 7, 7 days a week, Mountain Time. So you're all set. Thanks, you guys. Let us know if you have any questions.